By the way, there's no such thing as one gold digger. They are all gold diggers. All of them. All women are gold diggers. And you know what? You're lying if you're telling me that you want to live in a fucking tent in the middle of Detroit with no clothes and beg for money. This guy's not saying he wants to commit to her, but he wants to kind of, judge her Facebook. And he went out to dinner with her. And can you believe he's like waiting for her to pay the bill? Kind of, when this guy makes like tons of cash. I mean, I don't know. There was just no chivalry there. So I'm like, this is a real easy one. Give me your phone. So we changed my phone number. LA 194. Okay, something like that.
You created an Alpha Chad profile.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm black, I'm white, right? I mean, I can't like talk black on texting. So the spirit of what we were going to write is like, hey, babe, I'm a guy. You're so hot. I can't wait to take you out. We're going to the 5-star restaurant. I'm taking you to Somerset. I'm throwing $2,000 at you so we can da-da-da. It just goes on and on and on. Hottest picture ever on the profile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, it's like a face, just a great face.
Okay.
Like, so it's more realistic, not fake. So little Peter Pan sees this and he's like, all over it within literally 1 second. All her friends are like, oh my God, Kayla, who is this mother? Next thing you know, he's taking her to Somerset. He's taking her to a 5-star restaurant. He's calling her from Somerset, like for the next 2 months, showing her shit to what she can buy. It was like perfect. I mean, if they're going to manipulate you with like the non-committal bullshit, because here's what they're thinking, right? They're thinking, yeah, well, I'll just be like really on demand and really cool. So they want to, fuck around with me right away. Yeah, that's what he's doing, right? So why not fuck with him back? I mean, so you're in turmoil, we'll put him in turmoil. That's what I think. Okay. So it's totally normal for a guy to want to buy something for a woman, treat her, to show off his little huntering, gathering, whatever that means in today's society. But
he can provide.
He can provide like that, unless he has absolutely zero pride. Okay. I mean, seriously, I'm sorry. Unless he has, and you know what? Just like a woman, I mean, just open up your TV right now. You will see 20 breasts on one ad. It's like, do you really think a woman that's sitting there with her cleavage out is not saying, look at me, not me too. Look at me. That's what she's saying.
That's what
and
I'm
a guy
saying
with his
women's
wallet
sexuality
out
has an influence on the
Thank you.
world.
And money has an influence. And by the way, there's no such thing as one gold digger. They are all gold diggers. All of them. All women are gold diggers. And you know what? You're lying if you're telling me that you want to live in a fucking tent in the middle of Detroit with no clothes and beg for that's good. Am I digging for his gold? You're goddamn right. I'm digging to see if he can provide a good life. I mean, hello. Yeah. I don't want to go out with somebody that doesn't have potential. It's like some woman that doesn't take a bath and just becomes a friggin' glutton slob.
And so there's a lot of guys who have a lot of creativity and potential who
True.
just can't get the money or just don't have it or don't have any passion to get the money. Yeah, they are very capable of getting it, but
true. And I love this comment because you know what? You will see that in kindness. You will see that in kindness. There are so many things that a guy can do. Like for instance, honey, I can't buy us pizza tonight. I can't take you out, but you know what? Right now I'm saving my money. I've got a goal. I'm just starting out, but you know what? Let me cook you dinner at your house. Come on over. I'll cook you dinner. Tell me what I can do around your house for you, babe. Whatever it may be. There's a give and take.
Is that how you would date now? It's definitely weird and misunderstood for a younger generation.
His idea of dating is, oh my gosh, like I met 3 girls, I've got to pick.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my generation. It's like a really weird thing. It's like we don't have millions of followers to choose from.
Because the game is, like you said, the committal game. Like you originally, like what the girl's going to play always with the guy is the committal game, and that's what he's usually confused, delusional, or has it figured out and is playing the game so well that it's going to drive the girl crazy.
Right.
She's actually going to be stuck in the game.
Right.
And she's going to be blaming him because he's actually so good at it.
I'm sorry, but if I'm old-fashioned, you're okay. I don't think very highly of a guy I sit down with that says, do you want to go Dutch? It feels funny to me. And it's not even that I want the money or I need to be fed and I need a meal. I mean, I might make more money than that person. It bothers me.
I think that
Why does it bother me, Bill?
That one is the first step. Figuring out what we actually accept as chivalry that is just a basic standard. When you go out on a date, when that bill comes, almost everybody knows that as this moment.
Yeah, it's like the spotlight moment. The bill has the spotlight on it, and both people are like looking at it.
Where what happens with that bill, all this judgment comes out of it, and it's based on traditional gender norm.
Tough for me. I just still would say like I'm the one that pulls out my wallet with all my friends, so it's really hard for me to ask like a friend, hey, can you get me? It's really an uncomfortable feeling. So it's already an uncomfortable feeling knowing you're even going to let the guy pay for you, because there's an element of I just bought you a meal. I kind of own a piece of you tonight. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It is that women know that value is loaded.
Right.
Because men see sex as an equal value exchange, but women see it as a loaded value exchange.
And it's just a natural instinct.
And the bill is directly related with that sexual loaded value exchange, which is a lot of the reasons why women feel like if they pay, then they're gaining some of that power. And which is the reason why a lot of women will just go on dates with guys, because they know they can take advantage of that old gender norm standard that men pay and take care of it because it's super old and biological.
But in my mind, right, for my generation, just because you paid for that meal, that doesn't mean you bought me.
Yeah, right.
Right? There's a subconsciousness that maybe makes you feel more obliged. And that's, in my opinion, where you can get in the trick bag.
Yep. And the point that gets lost is, for men, when you have accepted the date, you've accepted sex.
In a way,
But
that's what
women
they're thinking.
don't see it
Automatically,
that way.
first thing, oh my God, I'm going to fuck her. Excuse my language.
Well,
But
because have you ever been on we saw that. Have you ever been on a date with a man that you had no intentions of having sex with, but you still went on the date with him?
oh yeah. I knew though that there's no way I'm jumping in the sack with him.
Initially, though, you went on a date with a man that you had no intentions of having sex with,
Yeah.
but a man has never done that with a woman.
Never.
What kind of man would go on a date with a woman that he doesn't want to have sex with?
A gay man. That's about it.
That's not a real date for potential
You're right.
providing and taking care of. That's
Sure.
a very exception to a rule.
Yeah, you're right. Then when the ball's in her court, he bought her dinner. Now they go back. They have a movie. She's like, honey, I'm tired. Bye. It was so great. Thank you so much for dinner. And she's leaving, right? But she took more right now. Because the guy's feeling like, what did I get? I freaking bought her dinner. I'm sorry. These are really shallow things to talk about. But this is our age group right now. This guys in our generation feel proud. Honey, you ate good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Wait, see you again. It's like they feel pride. Okay, right there. Yeah, they may have felt like, geez, I wanted to get laid. But there's still an element of pride there. Today's guy, they're like pissed. Right? But let's say she has sex with him. At night. He bought her dinner. It was great. He's romancing her, whatever. Boom, she jumps in the sack with him. Now the ball went back to him. Now he's got the burden. Shit, I slept with her. Now she's going to want a commitment. So now the burden transferred from him. She had the burden of not having sex with him. He had the burden of wanting sex from him. She had the burden of accepting something from him, which was that food. Now she threw the burden back on him because she gave him something back. And now he has the burden of, shit, now I've got to commit to her.
Well, the problem is seeing sex as a loaded value. The man doesn't see it that way. When he's bought dinner for you, that is just a nice thing. By us both going on the date, I already naturally, I'm a man who's attracted to you, I asked you on the date. I would like to have sex with you. You don't necessarily have to have sex with me to go on a date, and a lot of women do that, which is the reason why modern dating coaches will tell men to always try to have sex with a woman on a first date, otherwise she's going to try and play the fast game with you because that's what's pretty much expected of men, and they know that game well. So you always try to have sex the first time, and if she doesn't want to do it, go call her back up and ask her to leave.
It's
And
true. Did you feel good about the fact that when you were dating like someone you cared about, that you helped them out, paid for certain things, or did you feel resentful?
Even though she was broken and treating me bad,
So you were dummying down and giving.
I was giving extra to try and make up.
And you
for
dummy
something
down
that-
like it was great. Everything was great. You just
tell me all your problems with your exes, and I'm helping you through it.
While you're so pissed off, but then you just decide dummy down.
Yeah, because if I don't, I'm an asshole because I'm not listening to her, and that's not a good boyfriend. And so I'm just trying to be the best boyfriend I can be, and that's a lot like my dad. Always just trying to do what's best, give everybody else the benefit of the doubt until it fucking kicks you in the nuts.
Yeah.
And I'm done doing that.
But I will just say that they're all gold diggers, and men all want sex.